want to talk a little bit about, guess what? Crypto. What we are entering right now, how it feels anyway. This is my opinion and how I feel based on my experience of what I've seen. That's how you formulate an opinion. All right. So my thinking is, I went through 2017 and how cryptos just went parabolic at the end of the year. Crazy, unbelievable numbers. I mean, a coin like, as an example, Dent. It had an ICO, and back in the days of the ICO, the initial coin offering, unlike an initial public offering on the stock market. So, we had these initial coin offerings. Most of them, almost all of them, were on Ethereum, on the blockchain. And essentially, there's Dad. Essentially, all there was a smart contract. In other words, it's really not even a smart contract. It's just code. It's an operation. It's a program that runs on the blockchain. It's just like a piece of code that you put on the blockchain, and it says, okay, this is how many tokens there are. This is what it's called. This is how it's distributed. A few pieces of information. And if you had an address of that token, you'd have so many, and it's recorded on the blockchain. And those tokens did something, apparently. You had all kinds of companies, like right now you have something like Link. That technology of what they do, it's tied to the smart contract on the blockchain, and all these different cryptocurrencies, they ride on Ethereum. Back in the days of the ICO craze, and it was a craze back in 2017. One particular was Dent, D-E-N-T, and it still exists. And I remember at the time there were, I don't even know what it cost, but you'd get a lot of Dent. I don't know, half of Ethereum at the time. And Ethereum's a few $100, a couple $100, but you'd take a half of Ethereum and you'd get 400,000 Dent in the ICO. It's like, holy crap, 400,000 of a coin, and you didn't know what it was going to do. And supposedly, it did stuff with cell phones and about purchasing minutes. But anyway, this is one of those coins that, excuse me, this is one of those coins that went from, just forgot about it, and then all of a sudden, hey, have you seen Dent lately? That thing went up to like 10 cents, 11 cents, right around there at the peak, real quick, because at the peak when it's parabolic and it goes like this, or this, it goes straight up, and then you got to catch it right at the top, and when you're in the middle of that euphoria, you have no idea. You don't know where it's going to. You don't have a clue. But those, I had 400,000 of them at one point, and you don't think about selling it. You think, holy crap, just think about that. You got 400,000 tokens, and it goes to 10 cents, and you don't sell it. Then you paid, I don't know, let's say you paid $400 for it. $400 into $40,000, and you didn't sell. All right. So I just bring that up because and look at the price of Dent now. It's like 0.000, I don't know, 7 or 8. It's pumped. But what we're entering now feels like the same thing we went through then, because, that's what it was all about in 2017. Of course, Bitcoin was roaring up, and it had broken parity with the price of an ounce of gold. That was a big deal once it did that. And then it continued all the way up to like $19,000, almost $20,000 right into December. And pretty amazing. You saw Litecoin run from, $100 to 420 on Coinbase, in like 5 days. Just boom. Monster candles. Volume. And it's just exciting. And you'd see these coins you didn't even hear of them like Dent. You didn't even hear of it. You had these coins that just pumped up. You're like, oh, everybody's so smart, we're making all this money. Well, you don't make any money until you do something with it. So if you just sit on it and you don't put that purchasing power to use, then it's no use. So in this market, what we're seeing today, we're seeing a DeFi craze. We're seeing coins just pump. And you think, well, what do? Doesn't matter. They go up. That's what they do. So you gotta realize what you're dealing with. A lot of speculation. A lot of new people are coming into the market, and it's going to drive the price up. It's going to sponge up that money. Have yourself some goals set aside. Think about, okay, what's my road to freedom? And like when you're driving down the road, you have signposts, mile markers. What's the first marker you need to get at to achieve a level of freedom in your life? Don't sit and hold crypto forever. Okay? I mean, as much as I believe in crypto and how life-changing it is, don't hold it forever. You've got to look at when something goes up 1,000%, or 10,000%, 100 times. I mean, come on, let's get real. You have to look at what level of freedom can I attain by doing something with that. And it may not be cashing into US dollars. It may be, hey, I'm going to, pay somebody some Bitcoin, Litecoin, whatever crypto you have, and they'll give you something back. You buy a car from them, whatever it is. Think about that. Set your plan up. Think about, okay, if I get to this point, I can pay off my house. Well, you know what? That's a lot of freedom when you own your place. If I get to this point, I can pay off my car, or I can buy a new car that I've been needing. Whatever it is, write those down on a piece of paper. This is my advice. Write it down on a piece of paper, just like a road map, and mark it off. If it hits this level, boom, I'm out. And stick with it. Don't second guess yourself, because you never buy at the top. Sell at the top. Well, you buy at the top. We've all done that. You never sell at the top. So you're going to kick yourself, just like Dogecoin. Okay, you got Dogecoin. You sell Doge, at 3 cents. And then it goes to 8 cents. You're like, what? I could have over doubled my money that I already doubled. And you can't think that way. I mean, it's hard. You're human beings. It's all emotion. But that's why you got to put your plan in place. That's why you have to have it on a piece of paper, write it down. When it hits those numbers, just do it. Because there will be corrections. There will be, the market will come down, and you're going to think, gosh darn it, why didn't I sell those? I knew I should have frickin' sold those. Guess what? Take the second guessing out of it. Take the emotion out of it. Think about right now, if this happens, will I be happy? And you say, okay, yeah, I'll be happy. I'll cash out this amount if it hits that price, and I'll have my car paid off. If it hits this amount, I'll have my house paid off. See, those are the things you got to look at. Those are the things you got to take note of. What level of freedom do you want? What can make you free? Cryptocurrency is a tool to make us free. So use it. Utilize it. See, we're in a war against a corrupt financial system. So what we want to do is use those weapons of war that we've been given from the crypto gods and fight that battle. And when we can take out an enemy, car payment, gone. House payment, gone. Kids' college education paid for. When we can do those things and check those off the list and hit that mile marker, do it. I would probably keep a little bit of crypto if you're like selling out. I mean, keep 10% of it. In my experience, if it goes way up, just keep 10% just in case, because it could double again. Then you can sell half of that. It's keep a little bit, because you never know where that's going to end up going. Just like Bitcoin, somebody might have sold out, after they tripled their money. Oh my gosh, I bought it for $20 and sold it for $60, and this has happened. So if that does happen, you want to go ahead and cash that stuff out, and keep 10% of it. So you fulfill your goals, you made your money, and then keep 10% of it, because in the future, what may happen is that might go up to 20,000. It might go up to 40,000. It might go up to $1 million. And if you just kept a little bit of it, holy cow. So we're going to be in a frenzy this year. We're going to have a lot of people coming into it. And what's going to happen is you're going to lose your head. A lot of people are going to lose their heads. Don't be in a situation where you're sitting on life-changing weapons and you don't even pick them up and put them in the bow and shoot the arrow. You don't even throw the rock. You don't even pull the trigger. Don't even fire the cannon. Don't be in that situation. So plan it out. It's going to be an exciting ride. I think we've got several months to go before it even comes close to looking like it did in 2017. There will be a euphoria stage where everyone jumps in, everybody's buying it, and it's going to go up forever. That's what everybody's going to think, but nothing goes up forever. So just have that plan in place and execute it when it happens, and don't look back, and know that you can sleep at night, because guess what? I've attained a level of freedom I didn't have and never thought I would have. So dream about it now, put it on paper. When it happens, make it a reality. Just some thoughts. All right, I love you all. I hope you have a great day.